Hello and greetings from the future, although I guess for you it would probably be the past. I don't know, time travel is confusing. Hey, so I don't know if you heard, but back on our Halloween episode, we let you guys know that the show was kind of taking a little pause for April because we're both very busy with work and travel, but we didn't want to leave you guys hanging. So this is one of them vault episodes I was talking about. What you're about to hear while we're both on the road is an episode from the vault that only very few of you have heard. It's back from our old Patreon days. So maybe you hear some things and you're like, hey, why are these guys talking about these movies as if they're brand new? It's because at the time they were. We hope you enjoy, and we'll see you guys soon when new episodes return sometime in May.
This is a movie!
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
Mark, we talked about, so we're going to open the show with a listener Rex because we've been running behind with them. We got a couple to review. We're not going to get to all of them. So we're going to review Altered States and we're going to review Surf Ninjas. But the Innocents, which is a newer one that was recommended, we'll probably get to next week. I know, Mark, you watched it, right?
I watched it, but just a slight spoiler, I enjoyed it, and I think it's a good movie to talk about, so I don't want to spoil anything for you.
Okay.
So I think it'd be better if I'll talk to you about it next time.
All right.
And I think
all right, I appreciate that.
I think you'll have a better experience with the movie if there's nothing to nothing to spoil what happens, because
Okay.
there are a lot of spoilers.
All right, so there you go. We'll be getting to the Innocents next week, but let's open up, dude, with Altered States. This is a listener rec from our buddy Dasein. Shout out to Dasein.
Yeah.
He recommended Altered States. Mark, had you seen Altered States before?
Altered States is, no joke, one of my favorite movies. I
could see
even got
that.
to see it in the theater at the Walter Reed.
Oh,
They
a
had,
good
this-
theater.
A 35 millimeter print of it, and it was one of the best experiences ever. If
Holy
you like
shit.
trippy, weird stuff, and here's the thing: is it's a movie that's extremely crazy, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat, but everything is very believable.
Yes.
Like when you see the way they converse with each other, the hierarchy of each person, the intellectual conversations they have. This is a movie I would say, if you like dumb shit, don't watch this movie. But if you like the sciences and you like something a little more intellectual, something that will actually stimulate your brain, I highly recommend this movie, because even the
If you're not a dumb.
not to sound like a pretentious asshole, but if you listen to the dialogue,
If you like NPR.
yeah, no, these are the conversations of intelligent people. This is not like stupid banter. They're talking about
This is not the Friday night conversation at Fuddruckers.
Yeah,
This is real.
they're talking about the human mind, philosophy, spirituality, doing things that are on the fringe of science and how it's addressed. So it's not like these aren't simple topics, and the conversations of the characters reflect that. You're not saying like, this guy's a professor, but everything they say and everyone they interact with is just like a complete idiot, or it's just like
They have to go,
you know.
in English, please. I
Yeah,
hate
exactly.
that in movies. I hate that trope.
This
when a
one is
smart
like,
person talks.
there's none of that. Everyone is intelligent in this movie, or that's the people that are interacting with each other in this movie. They all happen to be they're doing experimental programs, they're doing fringe things. They love their job, they love talking about it, and in every aspect of their lives it's reflected, even when this guy is having weird sex. So it's definitely something that you have to be in a thoughtful mood to watch, but it's also fucking crazy and weird. which is why I love it so much. And visually, it's stunning. I think a lot of like, if you look at, there are so many movies that are probably influenced by this, and especially I'll use one as The Cell for movies that have these kind of very strange visual, almost what would you call it, like a lot of surrealism, like that scene that during that, what was it, I guess it's around the sex scene where he just has these crazy visions of the crucifixion and the cross is floating in the sky,
and the
and it
sheep
goes
with
to
the
that
sheep's
weird
head and
multi-eyed sheep that has
Yeah.
its throat slashed. But you're also seeing it like it tilts down from the sky to this like very Dali-esque, it almost looks like a painting with the you see that time lapse of the sky moving and these structures. I love it. It's very artistic too. It's a really cool movie.
So since Mark said all that nice stuff, I'm gonna dumb the conversation down. Mark, you know what I want to talk about, right?
The flesh poop creature?
Nope. You know what I want to talk about, right?
Oh,
The
no.
part where he turns into a fucking caveman.
Oh,
I
yeah,
loved
yeah.
it. I loved it. I loved it. Okay, so listen. The movie was cool. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. Can we talk about the fucking scene where he turns into a goddamn caveman
and
he
fucking beats two security guards on the head and gets away with it.
Listen, Mark, he causes what I like to affectionately call caveman rampage. And it was so exciting and enthralling for me as a viewer. Mark knows one of the things I love is like
Caveman.
fucking Cro-Magnon caveman looking motherfuckers in a movie. And when this was the first time watch for me. I'd never seen the movie before. When he turns into, because I was like, oh, is all that's going to be in the mind? You know, altered states, and he's experiencing the different states of being, different states of mind. Once it starts to bleed over into the physical, and you go through the metamorphosis, and we get this movie has amazing effects, physical effects. When he starts bubbling up and things are changing, I had no idea what I was in store for. And when he transformed into a literal goddamn caveman, I cheered in my living room because I was so excited to see, because it's done really well. It does not look bad. He looks awesome.
Yeah, the effects are great. It's not like
I wanna find
2001 shitty effects.
No.
He looks
It's
like a legit cool ass, and he looks fucking terrifying too.
It's
and
terrifying.
They shoot it all moody. By the way, wasn't that cool?
Yeah.
The transformation when that room starts getting fucked up and there was that whirlpool in the middle.
Yes. Yeah. The vortex. It looked like fucking poltergeist.
Oh yeah, there's the caveman. Holy shit, that still is fucking terrifying.
So this is. I'm not gonna play the whole scene because we might get in trouble. But I do want to land on a still. There we go. Dude, when he turns into the kid, let me tell you. Even if I didn't like this movie, which I did, I would wholeheartedly recommend everybody watch this for the fucking caveman rampage scene. It is unlike anything you've seen, because let me tell you something. It would be the equivalent. This is how it felt to me, dude. It felt like I was having a fever dream. It would be the equivalent to me if I was watching, like, fucking, I don't know, man, Mrs. Doubtfire or some shit. And in the middle of Mrs. Doubtfire, like, pulled her face off and was a caveman and terrorized the movie for 5 minutes. I'd be like, what the fuck just happened? Like, when this scene happened, Mark, I stopped the movie and went back and rewatched the whole goddamn scene because I loved it so much. Yes.
It's a fucking great scene.
The audacity of the scene. I know there's probably all these amazing academic reasons, you know, he's reverting to this, like, oh, the primitive state of man. He's going back to primordial weight. I don't care. I saw a caveman rampaging, and it was one of the most enthralling things on screen I've ever seen. To Mark's credit, as he said, it is shot beautifully. It's so moody and scary. There's some things. The whole movie is nightmarish, but even more so than when he turns into the Blob Man, or when, like, you know, when he's like pounding against the wall and he's changing forms. That's really cool. The jump cuts where it's like William Hurt, Blob Man, William Hurt, Blob Man.
It's so seamless too.
It's awesome. It looks awesome. Ken Russell can direct like a motherfucker. That was great. But I cannot stress enough, Caveman Rampage is the reason to watch this movie. It's
Oh, for
fucking
sure.
crazy.
By the way,
It just happens. It happens out of nowhere.
when you had mentioned a while ago that you had never seen this, I was like, oh man, I wonder because it's one of the. It's I think it
Did you
to
think
me
I was
it's
gonna
one of
like
these.
it or not?
It's I couldn't predict. You know, sometimes I just cannot tell what the fuck you like. You know, you're like, I like Fat Beach and Citizen Kane. I'm like, what the fuck? How
You're
am I
like,
gonna
is this guy crazy?
figure this shit out? It's like, is this guy bipolar? So I had no clue how you would react to this because I can see some people thinking this movie is old and stupid.
No.
But for me, when I first saw this movie, and the way they trickle it in too, it's like a very slow build up to this
Yeah.
scene, and it's done very well. It's done artfully. You start to second guess yourself, or like, am I seeing this guy trip balls? And is it starting to like, are they
Yeah.
trying to mess with
I
our
think
sense
this
of
would
reality?
be a terrible movie to watch stoned. I would not recommend any sort of drug help because I honestly think you might have a psychotic break if you attempt to
Yeah,
watch
when the
this under the
caveman comes
influence.
out.
Dude, yes. Also, there's two other movies that I would kind of compare this to. Just like Mark was saying, right? The way it sort of trickles in, that sort of neat structure. It reminded me of The Serpent and the Rainbow, which is a movie
Oh,
that takes a
shit.
super. It's like it's a science movie. It leans hard on the straight science, and slowly little supernatural elements are brought in. So by the time crazy shit starts happening in that movie, you're like, "What the fuck?" Like
Yeah.
you are questioning reality as you know it.
Can I tell you something? Which is, it's funny that you mentioned that because it's as soon as I finished watching this, I like
No,
loaded up a copy of The Serpent and the Rainbow, so I have it in my queue.
holy
I
shit!
love that fucking movie when the guy pulls his head off.
But you're right. Like, doesn't it?
Oh,
You're right. You could feel the simpatico. These are
Yeah.
two movies that feel like they would go together, right?
and it also kind of deals with also like, natural substances that can cause, psychedelic effects. And they both
100%.
feature that. So they both of these movies,
Right.
yes,
Is it
aside from
is
the
it
transformation,
psychedelia or is it
Yeah.
supernatural?
And okay, another
Right.
good one is like Jacob's Ladder.
Jacob's
Another,
Ladder is
like,
the other
if
one
you
I was going to
watch
say.
these three,
However,
they're
I
like,
would
they
say
kinda-
though, I liked this more than Jacob's Ladder.
oh yeah,
I would
it's
put it like this. I think I would go
crazier for sure.
Altered States, Serpent and the Rainbow, kind of all even ground because I love Serpent
Oh,
and the
yeah.
Rainbow.
It's
And
one of my
underneath,
favorites.
I kind of like Jacob's Ladder. I like it less and less the more I watch it.
I get, you know what, I totally understand what you mean. Every time I watch it, I'm always in the back of my mind. I'm like, this might be the last time I watch this movie.
Yeah, you know what too, and I'm always reminded of it, but in like an unwelcome way. Like I watch you put sitcoms on and shit in the background while you're fucking folding laundry or whatever. I go through them, right? Like shows I've seen before.
Put on Jacob's Ladder.
No. Here's the thing.
Ah!
I put on Modern Family because I was like, whatever. I like Modern Family. I put it on in the background sometimes. And one of the characters on the show, her name is Gloria. She's a Latina woman. Her mom is played by Elizabeth Pena, who's the love interest in Jacob's Ladder. And anytime I
Oh.
see her, I instantly am reminded about Jacob's Ladder, and I'm like, man, I don't want to be thinking about Jacob's Ladder right now.
It's a really heavy. It's
It
one of those.
is.
It's like, it's so heavy that you have to be in such a specific mood to
Yeah.
watch it. It's like,
yeah,
I can't wait to relive trauma.
yeah, no,
Put on
no,
Jacob's
no.
Ladder.
I would much rather. I
lizard
never
scene is
need to
dope,
see
though.
Jacob's Ladder again. I would totally rewatch Altered States, and I have rewatched Serpent and the Rainbow. I actually just rewatched it because I have a Shout Blu-ray of it, or a Scream Factory Blu-ray.
Oh, nice.
And I love Wes Craven, but yeah, dude, it's so funny. I knew you would pick up on that because this and Serpent and the Rainbow feel like they would be a great double feature.
Yeah.
And they're sort of part of this little niche, little subgenre of like straight science movies that have you questioning science or
Yeah.
supernatural.
And
Right.
also with like indigenous cultures, which is really cool. I love
100%,
those-
yes.
That, by the way,
Now you're making me want to
wasn't-
rewatch The Cell because I saw The Cell when
dude,
it
The
came
Cell
out,
is. I love.
and I
that
remember
movie
not
so much.
liking it. And I think I was just like in a bad mood. Maybe I was hungry or something. I don't
There,
know, man.
can I tell you? There'll probably be some script stuff where you'll not like it, but to me, it's still one of my. The Cell is one of those
I'm
movies I
writing it
watch
down.
every now and then.
The Cell. I need to rewatch it. I watched it when it originally came out, and I remember you at the time because it came out when we were in film school. I remember you and a couple other of our fellow students loving the movie, and I was
It's
like,
one of the first DVDs I bought.
yeah, I remember not liking it, and people, I remember saying that at a party once, like when it had just come out on video. People were like, "You didn't like that movie?" And I was like, "What the fuck? No, I didn't
Oh.
like The Cell."
Dude, should we do a retro review on it?
You're kind of making me want to do a retro review of The
'Cause
Cell.
I would love to rewatch that movie again. I was just thinking.
Well, look, we don't
Just
have
put
any.
it in your mind.
Hold on, though. We don't have anything going on next week. There's no.
Are there any good movies coming out?
The only new movie coming out is The Strangers Part 1, which we could go see and review, or we could hold off on the theater for a day, and we could do a retro review of The Cell next week. Should
I
we
would
do
totally
that?
be down for that, dude. Yeah.
All right, you're on.
I'm 100% down for that. Yeah.
Next
Whatever,
week.
up to you. But if you decide
No,
on
let's
that,
do it,
I am
because you know what?
totally down.
I feel like I always pick the retro reviews, and poor Mark is like, okay, I'll go watch Mr. T's, whatever. Like, right? I'm always making him watch dumb shit.
Big top Mr. T. Oh, great.
Mark
Now I gotta
finally
fucking
picked.
source this on a VHS from eBay and get a VHS player.
Mark finally picked a retro. You know what, dude? Mark,
Oh no,
it's
that
your
means you're
turn,
gonna
buddy.
hate it.
Mark picks the retro review next week. We're gonna be watching The Cell. Let's watch it,
Oh,
Mark.
sweet.
You want to?
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
totally
let me
down.
make sure I can actually have access to this fakakta movie before I commit. Hang on. Because my luck, it'll be like, unavailable in America. The Cell. Oh, I can watch this. I can rent it. Yeah. All right, let's do it. Next week.
Oh, sweet.
There you go, people. You saw it organically happen. We're going to be doing a retro review of The Cell.
Oh my god, I cannot wait to talk to you.
All right.
About that
I've never
movie, yeah.
seen. Oh
I'm
no,
serious.
I've seen it, but it will be like I've never seen it because I remember not liking it, and I don't remember a thing about the movie.
It's
I'm-
I love I
'Cause
could
you've
watch
seen it
that
more
movie
than
over
once,
and over,
right?
Yeah. I saw it in the theater when it first came out, and then I bought it on DVD, and then as every form of media kept coming up with a better and better copy, I would always watch it on that. So I think I've watched this like in the last 5 years at least 3 times. Probably. Yeah. Which is
I've seen it 24 years ago once. So you know what?
Wow.
It'll be like watching a new movie for me.
I'm very curious to hear what you think of it, because
There you go. We're
We'll
on,
see.
dude. It's happening. We're reviewing The Cell next week. Retro review.
yeah. I'm very
Um,
happy about that.
Mark, anything else to say about Altered States before we move on to our other listener rec?
No, other than that, it's like a really fun. It's actually a really fun and kind of a sweet movie when you think about it. It's like, don't
Well,
think
it's
of
about
it as
by
just
the
being,
end,
like,
right?
mind bender. It's actually if you're into love stories, there is a good one that weaves through it, and it doesn't feel like a shitty one. It's actually
No, it's cool because you see the meet, fall in love, and then it's like, I don't know, 5 years later or something, and they hate each other, and you can tell they're a couple on the
isn't that
brink of
such a
divorce.
great scene.
Great scene, but by the end of the movie, like you're saying, she's the one wading through the vortex. She's the one trying to pull him out, and you can see. You're right. In a way, it's almost like the ultimate like let's get back together movie, right? In a way. But listen, I cannot stress this enough. It's a fucking caveman rampage movie, is what it is.
Oh, for certain. That's like number one. The love story is a little bit lower than
Love
that,
story's
for
cool
sure.
if you want to get some romance. That's
Yeah.
cool too, man. But listen, do you want to watch a caveman destroy shit? So thank you to Dasein. It's a big recommend for me.
Yeah, that's a really great one. Thank you, Dasein.
Thank you,
I
Dasein.
really enjoyed revisiting that.
So Dasein, here we go, buddy. Next week, The Innocents. Let's hope it lives up. Now you got some hype to live up to, man, because the Altered States delivered. Let's go to another listener rec this week. Surf Ninjas. This one is recommended by our buddy Jack Van Zant, our newest patron. And he wanted us to watch Surf
Thank
Ninjas.
you,
So
Jack.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm the inverse now. Mark had
Oh,
never
that's
seen
right,
Surf
yeah.
Ninjas, and I grew up with Surf Ninjas. I saw it when it came out in the theater. I saw it on video many times. It's a cult movie I've grown to love as a kid, and even as a grown-ass man today, I still love this movie. But I thought, I have my nostalgia to lean on, and so when I watch the movie, I'm watching it a little differently. So somebody coming into it cold for the first time ever, I was like, I would have bet, I texted this to Mark, I was like, Mark, what'd you think about Surf Ninjas? And I almost told him, I kept trying to get him to not watch it. I was like, Mark, I can just review it on the show. Because I didn't want to defend.
I could watch this alone in a room by
I didn't want
myself.
to defend. I was like, I could defend a lot of things. It is hard to defend Surf Ninjas because, you know what I mean? Like, I love that, warts and all, and I love it, but it's hard to defend on like a cinematic debate level. So I was trying to kind of get Mark around it, right? And then Mark watched it. And I told Mark this on text. I said, I would have bet stone cold cash money that you would have hated this movie. Like, Mark, I'm not talking $5, $10. I would have gone to the Vegas counter and bet 400. Give me 400 on Mark. Give me the odds on Mark hating the movie. And Mark, please reveal to our audience of patrons what you thought of Surf Ninjas.
I fucking loved it. I actually, I'm gonna contradict what you said because I actually think you can defend this movie. It's not like of course, Citizen Kane is always the example. You can't always watch fucking Citizen Kane or fucking Hamlet. You need some like schlock, and you have to understand that this is just like a fun family kids movie for the main part. Leslie Nielsen's awesome. His armor is fucking dope.
It's so cool. He looks so cool.
Yeah, the sets and the way this movie looks is surprisingly good. I
also,
thought it was.
Didn't it make you kind of want a Game Gear?
Yeah, well, that's okay. So this is one of my notes I wrote that was like Surf Ninjas is a fun retro game. It just reminded me of like, every beat 'em up fighter that you would get on like Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis. And that's this movie. But you've got the kids. Leslie Nielsen, like I said, he's awesome in this. He's super
Even
funny.
Rob Schneider's good.
It's crazy to see him super young, by the way. He's playing a kid, right? Is he playing a kid?
He's supposed to be like 15, but it's clearly like a 30-year-old Rob Schneider. But it works.
What's this pedophile doing?
It works.
These kids?
It works. I also love this movie because it has two amazing running gags. One is the general always is missing the call that comes in.
By the way, that was like, I was laughing my ass off during that.
That
especially
always
that
gets
first
me.
one.
Yes.
Holy shit.
That always
he's
gets
the only
me.
one who could pull that off.
And the other one that always gets me is the guy who keeps rolling in the final battle, the guy who keeps rolling down the stairs of the fortress. And then he finally makes it back up, but the battle's lost, and he just decides to throw himself back down the stairs. That's fucking brilliant. I don't care where you are in your movie watching. That's just good directing right there.
There's a lot of really good slapstick humor in this. Like I said, this movie's probably one of the most. I'm surprised that I never watched it because if I was a kid, I probably would have loved this like 1,000 times
I loved
more.
it. It was like this, the first two Ninja Turtle movies, Three Ninjas, all those movies like on rotation
they were really
in my
into
house.
ninjas.
They were super into ninjas in the 90s. And we have to say there's a connection, obviously. Ernie Reyes Jr., who plays Ernie in the TMNT 2 Secret of the Ooze, is the star of Surf Ninjas. So it was very cool because you saw. Right. Oh, I'm sorry, Kino is his character name. I called him Ernie. Kino from TMNT 2. You're like, oh shit, Kino got his own movie and he's a ninja again. And I believe the guy. You know the guy that comes to them from the island who's like, you have to come and help us?
Yeah.
That's Ernie Reyes Sr. That's his real dad in real life.
Oh, they do kind of look similar.
Isn't that cool? Yeah.
They have some funny back and forths with that, by the way.
It's fucking great. And you get the cool shit, like the little brother has the Game Gear that's like kind of telling them, it's like predicting what's going to happen, or it shows them the way. Dude, Mark knows this, but I love retro games, and like even just rewatching this, I'm like, I want to go play my Game Gear emulator now.
You just turn the show off.
Just go play some Lemmings on my Game Gear emulator.
Was this a game, by the way?
I don't know if Surf Ninjas had. Wait, that's a good question.
It feels like
Surf Ninjas have a video game? I bet it did. Yes, it did.
Oh
yeah.
Shit!
Surf Ninjas.
Oh, dude, you totally have to play that now. That looks actually fun.
Here's the playthrough.
Look at those blocky abs.
Here we go. Level. What is it? Hurry up. Come on.
Dude, me.
I love that I went to a fucking purchase screen. Here we go. This is from the Surf Ninjas Game Gear game.
Wow, those graphics look like ass.
Yeah. Dude, you mean they look awesome? Anyway, Mark, I want to just say, since you loved the movie, I can now say to you, Quan Su, dude. Quan Su. I can welcome you to the cult of Quan Su. Quan Su, dudes! Mark, I hope the next time I fucking see you in person when we're hanging out at HHN, you've got a Quan Su dudes shirt on.
Dudes.
This, by the way, was a very cool moment for us on Instagram because I posted, because I had to buy the DVD because it was the only way, because I was like, oh, I've been waiting. I'm like, where's Surf Ninja's Blu-ray? We're getting all these other movies. And I posted about it on our Instagram. And you know what happened? Fucking the little kid, the real little kid from Surf Ninjas, who's now a man, he started interacting with us in the comments of that post.
What?
He runs the Surf Ninja shop.
Oh,
yes.
Shit.
Wait, I want to pull it up if my internet will work. Hello? Why is everything so goddamn complicated? Here we go. Wait, I'm going to find it. Because I want to show people in case you guys missed it, because I know people don't see every post. Wait, I'm going to show you. It's the picture of me with the Surf Ninjas DVD. Hang on, everybody. Jesus Christ, how far back is this? Here it is. Okay, here's me talking about, since it's not available on any streamer, it's never had an official Blu-ray or 4K release, I had to buy Surf Ninjas on a good old-fashioned DVD. Undead Guy tells me, Quan Su, dude, thanks for being a fan. I look him up. That's Nick Cowan. This kid, all grown up.
Crazy.
The actual guy kid in our comments. In the meantime, he says
that's nuts.
In the meantime, go to the Surf Ninja shop that he runs. So you can go there and get cool Surf Ninjas gear.
Oh, shit.
That's him. That's him, dude.
That's crazy.
Yep. There's Ernie Reyes Sr.
Oh, man. Oh, cool. He's got like behind the scenes photos. Whoa, damn. That guy's ripped. Jeez.
Shirt pre-order. That's him. This is him all grown up.
Wow, that's fucking cool.
Undead Guy is his name on Instagram, but this is the Surf Ninja, and he's hanging out in our comments. And I message with him sometimes just because I see cool things that are happening, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm talking to one of the Surf Ninjas. It's just insane.
Crazy.
What this show, like something as dumb as this podcast, has like given to me and opened. Like that was like when fucking Casper Van Dien popped up in our Starship Troopers comments, and he was like,
right.
"Welcome to Rico's Roughnecks," and I was like, Rico knows who I am. There you go. Cool, right?
That's fucking crazy.
Sorry, Mark, I bulldozed you. What else did you want to say about Surf
I don't know.
Ninjas?
I think that's fucking awesome. It's cool when like these people are actually like they interact with their fans
and they care about it. They're they like it. They're almost become guardians of the project. Yeah.
You need those people to keep that shit alive. Yeah, this movie. Also, my brother had that T-shirt.
Wait, this one?
The middle one?
Oh, yeah.
I remember everyone had those like weird pattern T-shirts that were always like orange to like purplish. Dude, what a cool costume, no?
Yeah, his armor's fucking awesome. It's
Actually,
so cool.
The more I see these stills, and the other thing too is what's really cool about it is because it is shot on film, and I know I repeat myself all the time I say this, they just naturally require some ability to make. So they always look fucking good. Like, especially these 90s kids movies, they always had that like really fun, almost cartoonish look to them.
Yeah, like live action Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah. Like when he gets kicked into the pool of water and he just gets electrocuted.
Yes, it looks so awesome. Wait, let's watch some
the
footage.
Father is somehow connected with this clan, and he's like a big fat guy.
The big fat white guy, Mac, who runs the kitchen.
Dude, I love that shit. Look, bringing people together. What an awesome movie.
There you look. Rob Schneider's supposed to be like 15.
Dude, he looks so old there. Wait, how old was he?
Wait, so let's see.
He's supposed to be 15.
This was
He's got 93. Like a full-on brow.
Wait, this was 93. So let's see. Rob Schneider is currently. Hang on, it should tell us.
Holy shit!
It should tell us. All right. Rob Schneider was born in 1960. So he was 30. 63, 93. He was 30. Fuck, I was right.
Oh man, you totally called that.
30 years old and he's pretending to be a 15-year-old kid.
I thought that was in the era where people just look way older than normal still.
Also, dude, didn't you watch this?
He's
I'm gonna tell you,
30.
we sorely lack ninjas in our movies today. How cool was it to be like ninjas are just showing up and attacking the cafe?
I love how random that shit was. They'd just be like on the yard and they would just attack them and no one else would notice. And this is all broad daylight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Tone Loc, dude, right before he would be an Ace Ventura pet detective. Look at that. Look at that shit. Looks so awesome, man.
Dude, those phone calls. I love that it's a cordless phone.
Yeah. See, look, it's like if you like Three Ninjas and Ninja Turtles, you'll love Surf Ninjas. Bring back ninjas to our entertainment. We are lacking them.
They're so much goddamn fun, too.
They're awesome. You can have all kinds of ninjas, serious ninjas, ninja magic ninjas, ninja mysticism, funny ninjas.
Can I tell you one thing though? I feel as though like it has to be goofy movies, ninjas like this. The serious ninja movies, like remember Ninja Assassin? They're just
sucked.
Like they're always super heavy. Like everybody's parents are dead.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
I like when the
parents
ninjas
are
have
dead.
like blue camouflage. You're like, yeah, ninja camouflage. They got goggles and shit. It looks awesome.
Villains looked really cool in movies.
This
back
was
in
a
the
really
day.
good week for me for Get Wrecked because I had like a caveman on a rampage, surf ninjas. I was like, this was my birthday? It feels like my birthday. That's totally not what Dasein intended. He wanted us to have this like real conversation about altered states, and I was like, once that came out,
about
Mark,
the metaphysical
it was-
theories on the mind?
it was fucking game over when that caveman scene happened. I was like, whoa, what is this?
Way to ruin an intellect. I was trying to put it in an intellectual direction, just to like interact with our fans, Dasein, intellectual guy. You're like, how about that guy that looked like he rubbed shit all over himself with the Beethoven hair?
Dude, you had to know when that caveman came out, the fucking writing was on the wall.
I
it was
didn't know
over.
that you were physically gonna cheer though.
Yeah, I was like, I got really amped. Jess was like, what the fuck? What's going on?
Wait, did you see that happen?
I was like, caveman.
I like that you turned into a caveman.
It's so true.
Oh,
Holy shit, it's so true. Caveman. What a week, guys. Ninjas and cavemen. Let's keep this up.
And that's the expression you made when you saw that caveman.
Holy shit. Look at this. They're
That guy's
supposed
stomach is gigantic.
Dude, I'm afraid when
Look at how
I
much
get like
more that makes that
50 or
guy's muscles look
60.
so much.
What if I'm 60 and that's me? You know
That's
what I mean?
us going to HHN.
Yeah. Fucking huge pot bellies. I like ninja stuff. like
We
Like
can't
so-
fit through the doors, so they don't let us in. So all our review is just of the theme foods.
they're like the visage looked great. The outdoors visage looked great.
They wouldn't let us in.
But I
because
can't
went to-
I can't review the Nightmare on Elm Street house, but I can review the official Nightmare on Elm Street pretzel dog, and it was delicious. A dream come true.
Look how you turned into Orson Welles. Oh wait, he's a fat guy.
He is a fat guy.
He's like the penultimate fat guy.
There you go. Quan Su, dudes. Jack Van Sant, thank you for having us talk about Surf Ninjas.
Hell yeah.
Also, I want to give a
fucking
shout
great.
out to what's her name? Kelly who? Is that her name? Who plays
Is that his love interest?
yes. She's great and she's
cool.
gone on to do a bunch of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, she's like a I'm not a fucking soap opera guy, but I think she went on to like a career in soap operas. I'm not even kidding. Why isn't she on the main cast list? What the fuck is this? Like, who is this broad? She's on the cast list, but not.
Because she's blonde.
God damn it.
Stop Asian hate.
Hashtag stop
Put
Asian
her
hate.
Higher up.
Am I wrong, dude? Oh, good look, Tone Loc is all the way down here. Here, there she is,
Damn.
Kelly Hu.
Oh yeah, okay, now I remember her. Yeah.
Look, Mark, she's in your favorite movie, Mortal Kombat Legends Cage Match.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's a great movie.
She's like a oh look, dude. Oh shit, she was
I
in
remember when
Jason
she was
Takes
in the
Manhattan.
Scorpion King, yeah.
Yeah, Scorpion King, I remember. She's in
And
X2. She's
X2.
Deathstrike.
And she was also in Maxim Magazine.
Maxim
Remember that
Magazine. No,
from
let's
back
see.
in the day?
I remember. Oh, do I remember? I'm saying I don't remember her in it. Let's see.
I probably wrong. Maybe it was the other one. Oh,
Whoa.
I was
Hachi
right.
Machi. You know what I'm gonna do? Blur. You ain't gonna see shit. Sorry, everybody. You could have seen it, but maybe if we do a live in the future, if we ever do a live stream, you guys can see that kind of stuff. But not for the evergreen shit. Can't do it. Don't blame me. Blame Patreon.
Those fucking bastards. I mean, we love you.
We love you.
Please don't kick us off your
Mark,
platform.
anything else to say about Surf Ninjas?
No, not at all. That sounded terrible. Like I didn't like it, but I loved it. by
I'm
the
so
way.
glad you liked it.
Oh, it was
Wait,
so
hold-
fucking good.
I'm so glad you liked it because I like I said, I would have bet real money you were gonna hate it.
No, I totally will put this on as my background movie.
Fuck yeah. Okay, let me pull up my shit here. So there you go. Thank you. Those were our listener recs. We're caught up on those. We'll hit the
Thank
Innocents
you.
next week. Sorry about that. Sorry,
Okay.
sorry it took us so long. Mark,
Yes, sir.
how many you got, dude?
I have at least 5, I think.
Okay, I have a couple. I just
But I
want to
can
open up
rattle
real
off-
quick. I want to open up real quick and just say real queef. I want to open up real queef.
That'd be crazy if you did that. That was. I'd like to announce that
A lot of
I
things have
inverted
changed in a
my
week.
dog.
So I saw a bunch of stuff. Mark alluded to this in our main episode, but they were not rec worthy. I saw Tarot, which was terrible. Terrible.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh!
Oh,
And I saw Madam Web, which was awful, but I loved it.
oh my god, isn't that so much goddamn fun,
I had so much fun watching Madam Web. Fuck it, I'm gonna recommend Madam Web.
dude? Totally, I'll double wreck that.
I had so much
See that
fun.
fucking
Madam
movie.
Web is fucking. It's the best kind of schlock. I had the best time. Producer in the booth and I watched it, and we were like, I was like, I wonder if Jess, because it's like a girly movie. I was like, I wonder if Jess is legitimately enjoying
I
it.
just said that because it's called Madam Web.
I was like, yeah, can she tell that I'm like liking it ironically? And I look over and she's liking it ironically. And I was like, oh shit, we're all in on the joke. It doesn't matter. This is the thing that brings the sexes together. We can all point and laugh at Madam Web. No one liked it. But I liked it a lot because it was so fucking dumb. I had the best time watching Madam Web, dude.
I couldn't stop laughing when they revealed the team at the end, and it looked
Oh,
so
yeah.
low budget and poopy.
It
And
looked-
she had to wait. Why was she in a wheelchair?
Isn't that the Madam Web character? She's like an elderly paraplegic. And for whatever reason, they were like, you know what the movie needs? Dakota Johnson. Dude, Madam Web. Let's look at what the real Madam Web looks like. Madam Web
Oh my god.
comic character.
By the way, did you like that? It was actually a gigantic it was a huge Pepsi ad to the degree where the villain is killed by the Pepsi sign.
This is what. Fuck, bro. There you go.
Oh my god. Wow.
This is what Madam Web
Who
looks
the
like.
fuck saw that and was like, this needs to be a movie?
This is like a golden girl. She's like a Spider-Man golden girl. And so they decided to cast Dakota Johnson.
Dude, they should have made this shit when Betty White was still alive.
That would have been awesome, like a comedic take, an
Yeah.
actual on purpose comedic take of Madam
yeah.
Web with Betty White. That would be great. I'm glad we got this version though, because we needed some good schlock. It had been a while since we had something real stupid like this. That was like
I need
not trying to be schlock. That's the secret. You can't try to be schlock on purpose. You have to earnestly try to make a good movie, and then you have to just be completely misguided and delusional and thinking it's a good movie. And that's the best cult movies, because then we, the audience, get to enjoy your delusion. And
Yeah,
that's
by the
Madam
way,
Web, dude.
my favorite part also was like when each of the new Spider Women got like their own little like flashy.
Oh, here's
Like
my
intro.
power.
Yeah, and I just remember after I saw all those, I'm like, we're never seeing these people again.
Especially I felt bad. Like one girl had an afro. I was like, she had like an afro and like spider legs growing out of her back. Sydney Sweeney like had electric shock web power, and then the other one, I don't know what she was doing. I was like, is she just like a hacker Spider-Man? What is this? It looked like a porno without the sex. It was just like crappy PG costumes. It looked like if you hired like a really good cosplaying troupe for your kid's party, and you were like, oh, we're gonna have Spider Lady, Madam Web, Spider Girl, and they show up and you're like, I guess they look enough like the characters.
I'll argue that cosplayers do way better work than the costumes in this movie. It was crazy how shitty this movie looked. I mean, haha, funny, haha, but also this movie looked like trash. It's weird. It's like, why did you? It could have been something cool. It's like, come on, if women are wanting more representation and content, why would you give everybody this poopy movie?
Yes. Why would you
set the movement back? Probably.
You could feel it. You could feel the movement winding back 20, 30 years as the movie progressed. By the end of the movie, I was like, goodbye, lady comic book movies.
Dudes are totally going to use that as an excuse anytime there's that debate where like, they need more representation of women in cinema. Like,
what about
some
Madam
dumbass
Web?
Guy's gonna be like, yeah, what about Madam Web? That fucking sucked.
And to that guy, I would say, F you, Madam Web was enjoyable and hilarious. And we are all the better for it existing. I loved it so much. Hang on, I want to show you something.
Oh no, what did he buy? I got the 4K Steelbook, 1 of 5 made, signed by Dakota Johnson.
So much. I love Madam Web so much. I went ahead and got a steelbook version.
Oh my fucking god, Matt! When you edit this show together, rewind it for when you walked away. I totally fucking predicted that shit.
Did you really? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. My Madam Web
totally
4K steelbook. I bought it.
I said it was be a steelbook.
You did? You called steelbook?
Is it 4K?
It's a 4K steelbook.
Yes, I got it all right.
Mark, it's a limited edition. Because first off, you know, in a month, these are all gonna be in a landfill. Okay. You know, I'm gonna be like one of 10 motherfuckers on planet Earth to have the Madam Web steelbook.
They're gonna find the rest of them in some war-torn country in someone's house.
It's like when you go to like fucking war-torn Africa and the kids like have like Super Bowl champ shirts, but for the teams that lost.
Dude, that shit.
It was like
so
all the
wrong.
shit. Like they're gonna have like, it's gonna be whole houses made of Madam Web steelbooks.
Like my family was protected by the Madam Web.
Perfectly good steel. We have a wall
like
of
just
steel.
The bombshell sticking out of the roof slightly.
A fucking drone tries to strike, and the steel, it just goes off of, and they're like, "What saved us?"
It jams the signal.
A wall of steel. Madam Web.
The Israelis have the Iron Dome. They'll have the wall of steel.
They'll have the Madam Wall.
The Madam Web. Stack.
They're like, it would have been a perfect 1 million steals, but one fat guy in America bought a copy, and he won't.
And that's why the wall gets destroyed. And
that's how it gets destroyed.
You.
They're like, dude,
we need this for the locking mechanism.
They're like, there's one.
We don't
weak
have
point.
any more.
There's a weak point in the steel wall we can access with our drones, thanks to one stupid asshole in America. And here's me. Hi, guys. Dude, I can't wait to rewatch this and edit when Mark predicted that I had the Madam Web 4K steelbook.
This is good. This is the greatest moment in Patreon history. I couldn't predict if you would like Altered States, but somehow I knew in my heart of hearts that you would actually buy the steelbook of Madam Web. I'm very impressed with
You're a
myself
good.
right
Well,
now.
that's because you're a good friend. You knew. You knew. You were like, if that, if a steelbook exists for this, this motherfucker has it. Mark, as the movie was ending, I literally was on my phone ordering this. I said out loud, I was like, "Do you think there's a steal?" And Jess was like, "You may as well just look."
I sincerely hope your disc collection is slowly pushing her out of her workspace. And it's just like you right after this crummy movie ordering this DVD, and she's just like,
Oh my god, that was so horrible. It was awesome, right? I'm gonna order the steelbook. Another one?
she's just blankly staring as she said that. Just order it.
You go in our bedroom and there's a wall like that cuts the bed in half and it's a steelbooks. Excuse me, honey, I just needed to get my Killer Clowns from Outer Space steelbook. Listen, one day in the future when we're fighting the water wars and there's no more real elements, everything is dust, I will be a trillionaire with my steelbooks.
No, I was just thinking of that actually. It's like the world's been completely destroyed. There's no more streaming services, and you just have like you're basically like the Bill Gates of the wasteland in your underground bunker with all these steelbooks.
Like,
and it's like,
what do you want to watch first? Surf Ninjas or Madam Web? We'll wait.
bartering for like water.
Yeah. I'll take a slice of bread and 8 ounces of water. And in return, I'll give you Madam Web. No, I can't. I can't part with this one. Best I can do is John Wick Chapter 3 Steelbook. Okay.
I like that. It's a steelbook.
Only my crappy ones I'll hang on to. Matt, give us Good Burger Steelbook. Never. But I will give you this Schindler's List Steelbook if you want it. But you can never have Good Burger. It's only the crap. Dude, it'll be like Idiocracy. All of mankind's like greatest cinematic artistic achievements are lost to time. And what I have is a library of carefully curated schlock. And I'm like, Fat Beach, Soul Plane. Guys want to watch Soul Plane?
Oh my god.
I love that you knew I would have this.
Is it there's someone contacts the president? Was it the Smithsonian archives that survived?
No,
sir.
Sadly. It was the
collection of a podcaster.
Matt and Mark
not
movie
a good
show.
Podcast.
Yeah, not a good podcast.
It wasn't the love of cinema, sir.
Was it the love of cinema?
It was the other one you listened to with the crap.
You know the two assholes who talk about dumb shit? Their collection.
That one guy that liked the cell.
They got the cell. Was it women talking? I want to watch women talking. No, it was not.
Please
that
tell
podcast.
me Tar survives.
Please, Jesus, let it be Tar.
He's like, no, sir, 3 ninjas. And the president shoots himself in the head.
He executes himself. One of my proudest moments was when the president
Remember when I killed the president of the United States? That scenario.
Also, wait, I want to see. I loved the arañas, the like jungle guys who looked like Spider-Man, but they had beads on.
What? Oh, Matt. What the fuck was up with the villain's voice?
Okay,
was he dubbed?
Yes, he was dubbed, but he redubbed himself. That makes it 2 shades of weird. And also,
that's
he
Tommy
did a worse
Wiseau
job
level of filmmaking.
Yeah, and he's like,
how about I do a worse accent?
He's like, "You've got to find the kids. They're going to murder me." It's
Wait, how does
amazing.
he actually sound?
Wait, let's see if we can find
Does
him.
he sound like that?
The real guy
That's-
or the character?
Threw me. No, the real guy, because that threw me off. How
Ezekiel
weird he sounded.
Sims. Right.
Ezekiel Sims.
Here's how the guy sounds.
What I've seen so far was, villains that wants to take revenge or jealousy or whatever, or destroy the world. Or...
Okay, never mind. He just does sound like that.
Wait, how come he looks 20 years older now?
Is that Rob Schneider effect, dude?
Dude, no, isn't it? Didn't he look younger in the movie?
He looks much younger.
Or am I crazy? Dude, you're totally right. These guys were so dumb. I like that they sort of look like the outline if Spider-Man was like doing a burlesque show. It's
Yes.
what
It definitely
the
looks
hell
like
is
the
this?
naughty Las Vegas showgirl Spider-Man. Like,
It's like that's Palm Springs Spider-Man.
and it's called like something like it's like Arachnas. Something like that. So it's like vaguely
It's like what's that stupid show? The French people.
Cirque du Soleil.
It looks like some Cirque du Soleil bullshit.
Wait, there was a sexy Cirque du Soleil show. Wait, Cirque du
Oh
Soleil.
yeah, didn't one of them have like
Adult show.
nudity? It's like
Zoomanity.
zoom in. Some guy's balls got caught in one of like the rope things
Oh!
and torn off, and they
Jeez.
had to cancel the
All
show.
right, you know what? I gotta blur this part too.
And the poor Cirque du Soleil.
I can't even type. Blur. This is the blurry episode.
Holy shit! I had to blur a dressed woman and Cirque du Soleil.
Dude, here's the spider lady with the afro and the spider legs. This poor girl. Why? Who thought that was a good costume?
Also, look at how bad that is. The cinematography looks like
It looks like
it was
a.
shot in a tiny studio.
Doesn't it look like I was saying this to Jess? Doesn't it look like a Spider-Man fan film? Like somebody was
Yeah,
like, I got
like someone from
$10,000 from a contest, and they want me to make a Spider-Man fan film. And these costumes, wait till you see them. They look incredible, so accurate. And you get this.
But also, wasn't it the acting was like for across the board was really weird.
It
Like
was awful.
Dakota Johnson felt like like almost a robot.
It
Like
felt
he
like she kind of was tuned
AI
out.
Actors,
Yes. Where
but
she was
she's
like,
they're like good actors. It's
that's
just
the thing. And you've seen them be
performances
good
were
in other
weird.
movies.
Yeah,
Even Adam Scott.
yeah. I think Adam Scott
was
was
like-
probably the best of the bunch. What did you think when that guy died in the ambulance? Oh, by the way, did you like that you had to watch the movie like 2 to 3 times basically because it kept
I was like,
rewinding
what the fuck?
and in slow motion too?
And like on the train, the train part was the worst because you had to do it double for each girl. There were 3 girls, so it was 6 times.
It kept going.
Yeah. I was like, this is the 6th go round for the train scene.
It's
We haven't
crazy
even
because
gotten
it's
them out
like
of the train yet.
it's sort of like at that point you already understood what she was capable of, but they were like, this audience is so stupid. How about but we have to keep in line with how it works. So now you have to watch it 6 times. The audience will love that.
They'll love it. Even in something like Edge of Tomorrow or Groundhog's Day, where you're repeating the same shit over and over, like there's a cinematic way to make that feel varied, so you're not like redundantly going through the same motions.
Yeah.
This movie didn't do that. Like Edge of Tomorrow knows how to be like, yep, we're repeating and we're repeating and we're repeating.
Yeah.
It never feels like tiresome. In this one, I was like, here we go, time number 4.
It's like, oh no, not again. It's like I have to pee really bad.
Also, I loved when
This
she
is-
figured out that she was psychic when the bird flew into the window, and then the next time it was going to happen, she was like, she raised the window and the bird flew in. She's like, it's magic. This is movie
way-
magic, people.
You know what's if you think about that ability though, how the hell do you live life? Like,
You get
how do you know if you're living in the present or if it's not gonna happen? Because how does that? I don't know. I didn't get it. It
I
was
didn't
weird.
I didn't get it either. Every
I'm
time I
dumb
thought
though.
I knew what was happening, the movie would surprise me with another stupid detour
Oh,
where I was like, I don't know what this is.
also, by the way, the other thing is this: the villain also looks like Spider-Man and
Which
has
was so
grenades.
confusing.
Also, where did he pull out the grenades? Like, I couldn't figure out where the grenades came from. And
There we
also,
go. That's a
oh,
good
here's
shot of him.
another thing. This was supposed to be a throwback movie, but it did not feel like that time period at all because I grew up in it,
Yes. Also, by the way,
right? The music drops sucked.
yes.
It was like
Like when they
they
play, I
didn't
did
do
like when they
anything to
played
like,
the stupid Britney Spears song because I was like, okay, that truly did come out in 2003 or whenever this is supposed to be. But then I realized it's not supposed to be 2003. It's supposed to be like earlier than that. So I was like, why are they playing this song? It was just so
yeah, where's
stupid.
corn? We need
Also,
corn.
I like that like they were dancing to Britney Spears on a table in a diner, and no one else at the diner said anything. Nobody was like, "Hey, get off the fucking table," right? People are just watching them like,
Like,
"Mhm,
people are trying to eat here.
this is normal. Like a guy has his apple pie, and they're just dancing around on the table. It's awesome, everybody. Listen, cavemen, ninjas, spider women. This is a
Oh shit.
fantastic week of movies. Mark, what's up for you on the Rex, buddy?
Let's see. Oh god, I don't know what to do first. You know what? Okay, I'll do horror first. So I watched It Follows again, and
Oh,
that
there you go.
was dope. And you mentioned it in the main show, so I was like, "Ah, okay, I guess I'll mention this movie. Anyway, go watch that movie. Not much to say about it, I guess, other than It Follows.
It doth follow.
I don't want to ruin it for people because I honestly think it's like for indie movies, it's really cool. I believe it was an indie movie, correct?
It's like a smaller, yeah. It's like a smaller, not indie, but I'm gonna say more like art house, like a smaller art house horror movie.
It was terrifying though. I love this movie.
I love
I s-
Micah Monroe. She's great.
did what did you think of this movie, by the way, sir?
I was not the biggest fan of it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I love the style of it. But I had kind of some problems by the end of the movie. I remember feeling like it was dragging a bit, and I was like, okay, well, the answer seems very clear. But I did like the kind of being able to theorize about like, well, how far will it follow you if you're on a plane? What if you lived on a plane? How could it follow you? If you were on a cruise ship and you got on a cruise ship, would the follow walk across the bottom of the ocean, or how would it get to you? Right? Like there are just like kind of those questions I thought were kind of fun.
Yeah.
But those were in my mind. Those were not expressed in the movie.
I would
but
say that like the
I like the
concept
atmosphere.
is a
Good
lot
atmosphere.
scarier than as far as like a horror concept's concerned. Something that's always following you and is relentless is pretty
Yes.
terrifying, especially because it kills you if it touches you.
You know what? I should actually revisit this because like I said, I wonder if I would like it more this time
It's
around.
very cool and atmospheric, but I agree with you. There are problems with the script later on in the movie,
Yes.
but I think to me the what this movie does is it puts that creature in the back of your mind and it makes you think about what it would be like to go through the stuff that these characters are, and I think that's where it's the most effective. It does linger with you, even though like sometimes the script it falters in certain areas.
I do
But
love
it's a
too
really good
watching the
movie.
background of certain extras to be like, is that a follower? Like it looks like it's
Yeah.
follow, especially like at the end in the final scene. There's just somebody walking in the background, and you're like, are we being fucked with? Is that someone following them? Is that just someone walking around? Like it. There are interesting moments like that.
Yeah. Oh, the one thing that I did say, I picked up something new in the ending that I didn't think of before, which was like she is walking away with the guy at the end. They're like holding hands and walking down the street, and they both can see that creature. So I was thinking like if they both can see the creature, it also would make it hard for them if they're just anywhere in life to discern who's a creature and who's not because they both have the same perception. So I was
Yes,
like, oh, that makes it like
that's actually
even
very
more
cool.
terrifying. Yeah. But I think, like I said, I think I agree with you. The concepts and the things you come up with in your mind are actually probably far more terrifying than the movie itself. But you do
Yeah.
need the movie to plant that seed in your head. So
Yeah.
that's
I think the concept and the
I
atmosphere
think it's pretty good.
are great.
Yeah.
What else you got, buddy?
Oh, I'll go another horror movie then. I saw The Changeling, which is like
Oh, a
hands
great
down one of my
movie.
favorite movies. I watch it
Scare
every
the
now and
fucking
then.
shit out of you.
The seance scene is awesome. It looks fantastic. George C. Scott's awesome. I like that it's about like, you know, I like movies that are about people that like he's an artist or established artist. He's like intellectual, and you kind of see how these people deal with these situations. So it's cool to see like older character or older people as like the leading roles.
Yeah, George
I
C.
think it
Scott,
makes
man.
it more believable, I think. Yeah, George C. Scott is the shit.
Yeah, he is the shit. I really like him in Hardcore, which is a great movie.
Oh yeah. And did you ever see The Hospital, by the way?
The Hospital. Hold on, let me look that shit up.
I think it's like another Ken Russell
I
movie.
can't
could be wrong.
fucking type. The Hospital. I have never seen. Oh, another Patty Chayefsky film.
Oh yeah, that's who it was. Patty Chayefsky.
You're not
He did
leaving this room,
Network, I
Mr.
think,
McBride,
right?
until I have your Blue Cross number.
But I heard this movie is dope. I don't know
I've
how I got
never
on that.
seen it. I've never even heard of it. A hospital chief of staff
I'm
struggles to
trying
find
to-
meaning in his life during a spate of staff deaths. I don't know why I said it that way. Dude, look at George C. Scott. Damn.
Whoa, look, he looks crazy. He could make a good old Joker. Like, if
Doesn't
Joker,
that look
really
like
got-
he's gonna complain at the Denny's? You're like, here he comes.
He's like, I am a veteran. I serve this country.
I fought in 2 wars.
Moves over my hammy, says ham. There should be, where's the ham?
I said no potatoes. And what do I see on my goddamn plate? You look down and you see like 2 stray potatoes that found themselves. Sorry, sir. I've been coming here for 30 years. Enjoy not having my business anymore. I'm no longer a customer. They love to do that too. You're like, oh boy, oh
I'm
no.
never coming back.
Watch out, everyone. We won't have this guy's money. Oh no. How will we stay open?
Oh no, guy that doesn't tip.
Yeah. Oh no. What will we do? I would be the worst in service, dude. If I managed a Denny's.
I like that you turned into Seinfeld.
Yeah.
What are
Ah,
we gonna do without your money?
what are we gonna do
That
without
doesn't
your
sound like it.
tip? Watch out. Kramer. Ah.
That's pretty good. You know what's crazy? He's 70 years old.
He's 70. I know, man. He's got
Did you
that.
see his- he
He's got
looks
that Rob
great.
Schneider gene. Wait, wasn't he just recently at like a commencement? Wait, Seinfeld.
He's like, you gotta get out there.
Yeah.
Look, he looks great. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
For those
Not
of
with that
you
hat,
that
though.
saw B movie, I like that I picked the smallest fucking picture. There he is. There we go. Jerry Seinfeld's Duke speech spurs walkouts. I won't say the other thing because it'll get us kicked off of. Okay, there we go. The hospital.
You don't forget to blur that.
Blur. God damn it. This is the
This whole
fucking
episode's
Blur
just blurred.
episode. That's it. I'm calling it the Blur episode. Okay, you know what? I'll throw one in.
Oh yeah.
So, it's hard, when you're traveling to watch movies, right? You're kind of at the mercy of like either what you have on your iPad or whatever, or what's on the TV in the hotel room on cable. I'm a cord cutter in real life, as you are. I watch all my shit streaming, so I have said bye-bye to ads and commercials. I didn't put any movies on my iPad. I didn't bring an iPad to my trip on purpose. So I was at the mercy of the TV in the hotel room, and so I had to
Oh,
watch
no.
movies with commercials. And dude, let me tell you, it is night and day. Every 2 minutes, you are hit with pharmaceutical ads. Like every ad break is pharmaceutical ads. It's
It's
insufferable. But
crazy.
I suffered through the Lost World, Jurassic Park, and
Which one is that?
it's the one where they return to the island. There's the whole scene. Eventually, they bring the T-Rex back to the harbor, and he tears through San Diego.
His daughter does like the acrobatics.
His daughter, yeah, and he's like, "You got cut from the team." Okay, so
It has
usually,
the greatest scene in history with the fucking RV going over the edge.
yes, that
I love this
sequence is
movie.
amazing. So when you watch this one with the original trilogy, for me, it's a great movie, but it's always the one I put last place because I love 3. I think 3 is
3 is
like,
one of my favorites.
it's
Yeah.
fucking awesome. But dude, watching it alone, like standalone, Jess and I watched the whole thing in our hotel because we were like so into the movie because it's just that goddamn good. Like that trailer sequence, dude, where it's hanging over the cliff is like an all-timer. When she's like on the fucking glass and you can see it cracking beneath her and she's like, she's afraid to move.
Dude,
The whole thing where the
that
guy
scene
has
is
to
insane.
wench the truck to try to get it to pull out. They're holding on.
And he gets
like,
eaten.
dude, that is quality Spielberg shit. It's quality Spielberg shit.
By
It
the way,
doesn't
some of the
all
most-
work, but it's awesome.
But don't you feel as though there are a lot of and out of the entire Jurassic Park franchise, doesn't this have like some of the most memorable moments? Like, you know, like that
Yeah.
RV scene, the raptors tearing through the field, getting
Yes.
closer to them. There's some really cool visuals in this and some crazy action. The action in this is awesome.
It's awesome. It's fucking great. And you get cool, not to be this nerd, but like you get cool dinos you didn't get in the other movies. Like you see Stegosauruses and you see, you know, they don't do anything cool.
I don't mean to sound like a nerd, but
You get to see a Triceratops tear through the camp. That's cool. It's anyway. I suffered through so many Ozempic commercials just to watch this in Carmel because I was like, "Goddamn, Lost World's awesome."
it's great. I
The
actually
only
like
thing
the,
I don't
the
like
daughter.
is the ending. I don't like when it goes to the harbor. The minute the ship wrecks into the harbor and the T-Rex is chasing them in the car down the city streets, I was like, I don't like this.
Doesn't it for some reason destroy any believability that it had going for it once they get to
Yeah.
the city?
Yeah, it also just it ends so perfectly. Like you could totally tell they tacked on that ending like the studio did because it fades out perfectly as they escape on the chopper, and I guess they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, that's the way the first movie ends. We don't want to end it the same way." And they do, and it could have been awesome. I don't think anybody would have given a shit, but then they were like, "Fuck it. Cut to the harbor. It's chasing people down the street."
Yeah. By the way, that haunting scene was so cool.
Yes, that guy's awesome too. Pete Postlethwaite.
Yeah.
His
he's
character is
awesome.
so badass. Like, I think we watched. I don't remember this being in the theatrical cut because it was for TV, they had to pad it out for time. I think we saw an extended cut because there was a scene I swear I've never seen before. Let me ask you this: was there a scene? Do you remember a scene? This is a scene I saw when we first meet this guy. He's like outside at a fucking outdoor restaurant, like in a whatever third world country, and there are like these dickhead Americans, and they're like trying to play grab ass with the waitress. She's clearly uncomfortable. I think that is in the original movie, and then we cut away. But in this version I saw, there was an extended scene where he goes over and he basically challenges one of those guys to a duel, and they're like, "Get out of
What?
here, you bald shithead!" And he's like, "I bet I could." The one guy says, "I bet I can beat you with one hand tied behind my back." And the bald guy, Pete Postlethwaite, says, "Okay." And Pete Postlethwaite ties his own hand around his back and beats the shit out of the guy. I don't
I have
think that's
never
in the
seen
theater.
that.
Yeah, dude, it's in this extended version. Wait, I want to see then. So we
Wait,
saw
I
an
didn't even know
extended
there
version.
was one.
Lost World, hand behind back scene.
That's the
it's
one
not
thing
gonna
about watching with ads. You do get some interesting cuts of movies.
Deleted scene. Yes, this is a deleted scene they
Ooh.
added back in. If you watch it on Sci-Fi, there's a whole thing where he is who the fuck is this? This is not in the movie. This was not in the movie. This. They're there. They're talking. This was in the movie, as if, you know how they do this sometimes with movies on TV? They're like, oh, fuck, we need to, like, pad this out with another commercial break. Let's just recut this into the movie. And he ties his own hand around his back and beats these guys. Because I was like, I have never seen this moment
that's
before.
a long scene.
It's really long. Because they've got to fuck with the waitress. He's got to come over. They've got to do the fucking challenge bit. Look, he's got his own hand tied behind his back. And he beats the shit out of this guy.
I love how everyone looks like a Three Stooges punch. And it should have like the bowling ball sound. Does he drink his booze?
Yep. He drinks their own booze. He fucking
This is
beats
kind
this
of a
guy's
cool
ass.
scene. Why did
It's
they
a
leave
great
this
scene.
out? When you first saw it, was that your first time seeing it?
First time ever seeing that scene. And they recut it in the movie, and I was like, this is not in the movie. Even Jess was like, I don't remember this part. And we're like, why are we spending so much time with this guy? I was like, I think they added this shit in to sell more ad space.
Oh shit, yeah, I think you're right. That's crazy.
Anyway,
I wouldn't put it past them,
Lost
though.
World, big thumbs up. Do you have to go, by the way? I don't want to keep you. I know you have to get out of here.
I do, but I got one more anyway.
Yeah, throw it out. Throw it out,
you?
man. If you want to throw it out, throw it out.
What about you?
You know, I only have one more, but I can save it.
Oh yeah, no, let's do it.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
I was talking to Mark a bit about this. Oh wait, no, you go.
No, you go. No, you go.
I watched Manhunter for the first time ever.
Yes.
And I was talking to Mark about this, and I loved it. I had never seen it before. I'm very familiar with...
I am so surprised, by the way.
I know. I'm very familiar with Red Dragon. I think we've talked about it on this show before. I love Red Dragon. I legitimately love it. And I think it was the reason I had put off, and I love Michael Mann, but I think it was the reason I had put off watching Manhunter for so long, because I was like, I'll constantly be comparing them, and Manhunter is so good and so unique and so its own thing that that comparison thing went right out of the window. Like, I was just watching a very unique take. Like, I think Red Dragon, I think I said this to you, Red Dragon is the Red Dragon movie. Manhunter is the Will Graham movie.
Yeah,
and it takes more his perspective, and the actor, look, nothing against Ed Norton, but dude, William Peterson is Will Graham. He's fucking excellent in the movie. And that man, you can't beat that Michael Mann style. It's so cool.
And I would say that, like, Brian Cox is Hannibal Lecter too. Like,
yeah, he's great. He embodies him so well.
Yeah, there's such cool versions of those characters, and also, don't you feel like, in comparison to the rest of the franchise, this is probably the most artistic looking? Just like even from the opening shots, everything is like pristine.
Yeah, it felt like I was like, am I
sterile
watching like some weird Swedish crime movie? Like, there was just like, it felt like you know, like non-linear and kind of cool and different, and it felt like film art, a little highfalutin.
Yeah,
but it was awesome.
It's like, it's totally his, and I think people should remember that he started the whole thing, basically. I would say that. Yeah,
it's kind of cool, man. You don't even realize, like, of all people, fucking Michael Mann. Like,
yeah,
the only thing I could comparably think of was that, like, you know, we think of Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger, but John McTiernan actually directed the first version of that with a different Jack Ryan in Hunt for Red October. So it kind of reminded me of that. It's like a more artistic director who has a super singular vision taking on a series you're more familiar with, but you're like, oh shit, that has its roots with like a really singular filmmaker. And in this case, it's Michael Mann, and it is awesome.
To me, it's kind of crazy how forgotten it is.
Yes, it feels like this just kind of has fallen by the wayside, man.
Yeah, it's like no one ever really talked about it. I only found out about it because I was like, I really like Michael Mann films. Let me go through his filmography. But outside of finding it on IMDb and watching it, no one ever mentioned it. Like, even when you read about the history of Silence of the Lambs, I had never heard anyone. It's based on also the Manhunter movie by Michael Mann. Like, nope. It's just like, this was the start of it with, like, what's his name? Anthony Hopkins. And then
right. And I wonder if based off the strength of this is what actually got Silence of the Lambs made. That somebody was like, oh, you can take this book, this property, and turn it into something, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, by that time, Michael Mann has moved on, right? and they're like, oh, we'll just get Jonathan Demme to do it. I also
I mean, they're
loved
both
the
awesome,
Tom
but
Noonan version of the character was great
he's
as Dollar Hyde.
terrifying.
Yeah, I love this look too that he has the stocking on over his face when you meet him. Like in Red, I know Red Dragon very well. It's one of those random movies I love, but he takes it off pretty immediately. Ray Fiennes, you see him with
Yeah.
it, and then he's gone. It's gone for the rest of the movie. Here, Tom Noonan has it on his like first two scenes all the way through, and it is so off-putting that it makes him like it's terrifying because he looks other. He just looks weird.
And it looks realistic too. It's nothing.
There he
It's like
is.
something someone could easily do. You know.
And Brian
It doesn't feel
Cox's
like-
Hannibal Lecter is awesome.
Oh, he's great. He's
Yeah.
got some crazy eyes too. It's like everyone is downplaying this guy's amazing performance. He's awesome as Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought.
great. He's great.
He's very menacing.
I love the smartassness
The
too.
basketball court scene.
Yes. But I also love the smartassness of him kind of toying. Like in Red Dragon, not to keep it like in Red Dragon, when Anthony Hopkins, he has a very he has like a very like seething way that he says, that's the same atrocious aftershave you wore in court, right? He says something like that. Brian Cox sniffs the air and he goes, that's the same atrocious. Like he delivers it in like a very academic way, but it's almost like an older brother fucking with a younger brother a little bit, where you're like, oh, he's trying to get a rise out of me. It's not as obvious as what Hopkins is doing.
Yeah. But to me, he feels more like a professor character than Anthony Hopkins.
Yes, Hopkins feels like
Anthony
a psychopath.
Hopkins, he's just like crazy from the beginning that you can't even picture him. You can't picture him in society and no one noticing, right?
Yes.
But Brian Cox feels like, okay, he would be passable as this person. But
And
he's
here's,
also creepy too.
I want to bring this up too. Here's Barney, the guard from the Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal. I don't think he's in Hannibal Rising, but here he is as a completely unrelated character, same actor, playing a
He's
cop.
the only one that's.
I think he's the only one that's in all the movies. This guy. So good for him.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude, and also surprise Chris Elliott, just like in The
Yeah.
Abyss. I was like, randomly, I was like, how many fucking random serious movies in the 80s did Chris Elliott just
It's-
pop up in?
It's odd, right? I didn't even
It's
realize he was
Fucking
that many.
bizarre. It's bizarre.
I'm always
want
like,
a
hey,
list.
this cabin boy.
Right. The Abyss and Manhunter, two random Chris Elliott movies. Anyway, I could say a lot about Manhunter, but I don't want to belabor the point too much. I know Mark has got to get out of here. Do you want to throw one more out before you leave, man?
Yeah, I watched a weird, really oddball movie that back in the DVD days when I first started collecting, and you and I would go to Tower Records. I remember like reading about this movie. It's called The Stuntman, and I always wanted to watch it. And it had some weird like tagline. I forgot, it was something sort of like compared it to Citizen Kane or something like that. But anyway, I've always wanted to watch it, and I finally did, and it was the weirdest movie. But if
Whoa.
you know how you like movies about like the making of movies?
Yes.
This is all about that, but it's also like a murder mystery. It's weird. Some of the acting is odd. Like the main character looks weird. He kind of looks like a creepo. Like some of but it kind of feels like a movie made on drugs, because all the characters are just like, you can't picture liking them or them being with other people, but they're fascinating and you kind of want to watch how oddball these people are. But it also makes it seem like that level of society in Hollywood is they're all just weirdos, like people always love to read about. But anyway, so you get this I think you might enjoy it. You may not like certain characters or the main character, but I think you would enjoy the movie because it is about making films, and it's from like a stuntman's perspective of this guy who's a criminal that is escaping from the law, and he gets sucked onto this movie set and becomes the stuntman for a guy that's been killed.
This
And
sounds
it was
awesome.
partly due to him. So he causes what he sees as an accident, and the story starts to unfold. It's really cool, and it makes you second guess Peter O'Toole as the director, what his intentions are. And there's a lot of suspense. It's just fucking weird and an oddball movie, and I believe people should see it. very strange, though. I know I've said that multiple times and in many ways, but I just have to like, people should be aware that it's quite odd. But
Holy shit.
there are some
What made you
amazing,
watch this?
it like I said, it's a movie I've always wanted to watch, and I remember seeing the DVD somewhere, and it was always compared to this, like, it's this amazing movie, it's great. It's but the stunts in it are crazy. Like
I'm in.
it's called The Stuntman for a reason. The stunts that happen in this movie and in the opening sequence where and this some of the moves this helicopter pilot does is pretty crazy. And Peter O'Toole's just like this crazy director hanging on a crane, sitting in the chair, and they're kind of moving him around kinetically.
Oh yeah, baby.
With this crazy
Peacock.
dude.
It's on Peacock and Tubi and Canopy. You can watch this shit right now for free on so many different avenues. Oh my god,
good.
I might have to watch this.
It's weird, and like I said, if you love movies about the act of making films and the people behind the scenes, especially if they're not on the acting side, like I said, this is more on the stunt side, you will love this movie. I loved it.
Holy
I thought
shit.
I was gonna, certain things I was kind of like, it's kind of hit or miss, but then the more I was watching it, I was like, okay, I really like this movie, especially toward the end.
Shit, all right.
Yeah, it's like this insane movie that kind of feels like it was lost to time. Like, but this was from the DVD era, and I've never heard anyone talk about this
I've
movie.
never heard of this movie before, ever.
But it only existed in like a distant memory, and I decided, I was like, movie about a stuntman, and then I was like, the stuntman, and it was like the stuntman, and it popped up, and I remembered that poster, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this, and I did, and I was very happy. It lived up to the hype that I created in my mind, I guess.
Shit, man. All right, I am
check
definitely
that
going to
shit
check this out. I'm adding it to my list to watch. And
It's kind of almost.
I have so
like-
many. I have so many fucking movies to watch right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like drowning in movies. I'm like, I'm missing so. And every day passes. I'm like, another fucking like, dude. When I went out of town, I'm like, oh, I gotta go watch the new Apes movie, and I still gotta watch this movie. And I'm like, oh my god! And then I'm like getting recommendations from people. Like, I have so many movies. It makes me feel like I want to jump out of an airplane.
Dude, I wanted to watch The Last Omen, and that feels like it's a movie from like years ago now. It's just like,
Oh yes,
it's like you're driving past exits on the road, and they're just
Yep.
you in the rear view mirror. You just see them disappearing. You're like, oh, I'm not gonna ever see that movie again.
you know what it is. It's just like you gotta just learn to just accept that you're not gonna see everything, and
Yeah, I
you're
know.
maybe not gonna see everything on time. Like
Yeah.
I think 10 years ago that would have annoyed me to the point of insanity. But as a 40-year-old man, as I get older every year, I'm like caring a little less and less about it. Like I'm like, I'll get to Apes. Yeah, it'll be there. I'll see the Fall Guy when it comes on Netflix or something. I'm like,
I'll see it for its 25th anniversary.
but like I'm not lying. Like it's not just the new releases. I look at other movies and movies you've told me to watch. Other people have told me, hey, you gotta check this out. I look at this growing list of movies. And I'm like,
Grimsby's
you
in
get
there.
excited about Brothers Grimsby. You get excited about a movie, right? But then a week or two passes. That's 2 weeks ago. So I haven't watched it yet. And I look at the watch list. I'm like, that's not where I am mentally right now. Here's the last two things I just added to my list. I really want to watch these two fucking things because I'm in this moment right now. Does that make sense? If I was
Yeah,
in the
no, I
moment 2
totally
weeks
agree.
ago, it's so crazy. And then that keeps happening. The problem keeps compounding because
And there's
you keep
always new
adding new shit.
recommendations that
Yep.
every few days you get one, or even every day, and then suddenly it's like, well,
No.
that's
And that's not even counting other shit. Like,
overwhelming.
oh, there's TV I watch with my wife.
oh yeah, series.
Series, right? Okay. Sometimes I'm reading stuff. And rarely, like, oh, I want to play a game. Like, it's rare that I want to play a game. Like I played Cocoon a couple months ago. But there's a new video game coming that I want to fucking play. I'm like, well, that's taking movie time away. Because I, just as a
And
person,
video
want to
games
play
are
that game.
Hours. Yeah.
They're hours. And I'm a person who loses those hours because I'm not that good at video games. So, like, I'm not doing the thing. Like, what takes you 7 hours is going to take me about 21 hours. You know what I mean?
I'm slow because I'm like, I have to do every single side quest, and if I
Yes.
miss any room, I'm a piece
And
of
it's
shit.
this, dude, and
I
it's the
hate my
same
dad.
thing in the game. Okay, it's the same thing in the game. If you get a side quest, you were in the middle doing something else. You're like, fuck, I gotta take care of this just one thing real quick. Then I will get back to this. Then you're on the side quest. You get another side quest. You're like, fuck, okay, I gotta do this. Then I go back to the other side quest. Then I go
Hey,
back
collect
to
these rat skins.
and it starts compounding. And now,
Dude, my side quest list like is so overwhelming. It gives me anxiety. I'm like, oh
Yes!
my god, how am I going to complete all these?
and it's
I guess
not.
I'll
That's
just
the
quit
thing.
playing.
That's exactly right. It's not FOMO. It's anxiety. Because you're like, oh my god, I have so much to do, so much fake crap to do. I gotta collect this. I gotta go see this guy. I gotta get this thing. I gotta make sure I do it in the right amount of time.
Steelbook.
I gotta get that fucking steelbook. This brings me comfort. The game only brings me stress. It's true. It's true, dude.
Is that why they're still sealed? They're like little security blankets.
I do. I just cover up with all my steelbooks. Oh,
Oh my god, your blanket is steel.
I'm way down. It's a real weighted
It's just
blanket.
you snoring and the clanking of steelbooks and your wife is just like, for fuck's sake.
She's like, so I'm moving out. Hey, wait, is there ASMR of steelbooks falling over? Wait.
Oh,
No.
shit.
No, there's just like people opening steelbooks.
Is that going to be the next Patreon video? ASMR of my steelbook collection falling on me. Podcasts are injured in horrific DVD Blu-ray steel case incident.
Clavicle shattered by steel. Book.
You're right.
Steelbooks.
The podcast comes back a few months later, and you're one of those dudes that has the dent in the head. Like, you know, there's clearly part of the skull
You're like,
missing.
I want
and
to
the
ask
skin's
him about it,
caved in.
but yeah, it looks like, you know when you get a deflated volleyball? There's like one little divot.
I suddenly quit because I just couldn't take it.
I can't ask him about it, but I can't not ask him
I
about
cannot abide that dent in your head. That's so mean. I would never do that, by the way.
I cannot abide the dent.
But do not get a goddamn dent in your fucking head.
Because I will have to quit this show. Mark just ghosts me because he can't talk about the dent. I can't stand it.
It's just HHN photos of you by yourself and HHN with a dent in
With a
your
dent in my head. Is this the way?
You can't smile anymore.
I am smiling. Is this the way to the
No,
spider lady house?
The caption would be, had a great time at HHN.
Had a great time at HHN 38.
With a smiley face emoji.
And like 3 lit emojis.
There's like a drool dot on your shirt. No one compliments your shirt anymore. Sadly, no one complimented my shirt the last time I was at HHN.
No one wanted to talk about my shirt or pants. Don't you like my shirt?
You liked it last time.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
How the hell did that happen?
How did that happen? How did the dent happen?
The whole Instagram. You in front of movie posters with part of your head missing.
So happy to see Twisters 4.
In XD.
It's a bad pun. Twisters 4 blew me away. That's a joke. I apologize to any of our patrons who've had a head injury recently. Dude, this episode's got it all. Head injuries, blurry images, spider women, ninjas, Caveman Rampage.
A man being horrifically injured in a Steelbook Blu-ray incident.
Oh God, dude! Sometimes I
Were
leave
you
the
checking
show.
to see if you had a dent?
Yeah. Oh God. No, sometimes I leave the show, and I have like a headache from laughing. Like I can feel like a point in my head, like squeezing. You know what I'm talking about? You're like,
I'm glad my physical presence gives you a migraine.
hanging out with me causes you physical pain.
You know, Mark, every goddamn week I get a splitting headache when I see you on the show.
From having to deal with you on the show. I said good day, sir.
It's right here. Here.
Ow! Ow!
That's the only sound you make after you had the dent in your head. Ow!
Ah! Ah! See you guys at Twisters 5.
Had a blast.
Spoiler alert, Twisters 5 is exceptional.
Yeah, you're using wrong puns.
Yeah. Twisters
It's like,
5
this has nothing to do with eggs.
made me go ape. There's no apes in it. Oh, sorry.
There's a funnel cake in your head.
Yeah. I could use the divot to dip nachos. You dip nacho chips? Whoop.
You're doing it at Alamo Draft House. Sir, we gave it to you in a bowl.
The guy behind me is like,
I got
put your
kicked out
fucking
of
hand
Alamo
down.
today.
I can't see. Sir, people are complaining. They're saying you're sticking your hand up during the movie.
I've gotten 2 cards. That means I unfortunately have to reject you.
My hands are tied, and I must go to the manager and get the manager to intervene now. It's always a super calm guy. I'm sorry that we screwed up your cookie order. I will talk to the kitchen. Who ordered the strawberry cheesecake birthday cake milkshake? Oh, you? Okay. Who ordered the custom Aquaman fries? Fat guy? You? Okay.
But I surprised them with my 5 cheese orders.
With 10 pounds of cheese, the most cheese any patron has consumed at an Alamo Draft House. They're like, listen, we briefly suffered a cheese shortage in 2019 due to a customer at the downtown LA Alamo. There's a picture of you.
Do not serve this man.
This
cheese.
man. It was at a screening of Dolomite Is Your Name. There was a cheese shortage. Mark had queso, cheese pizza, a cheesecake milkshake, a fucking cheeseburger, mac and cheese. Dude, I don't know how you lived. I don't know how you lived. That you're still walking around today. It's amazing, dude. You're it's like that's a Ripley's Believe It or Not. You know, you go to those museums.
Oh shit.
Believe it or not. It's a picture of you, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, holy shit. All right, I think that's it for us.
Cheese episode.